Long day lay me low. Hello everybody, Jason Bascom here from Unhinged Entertainment. We're doing a sketch cover here, Spider-Man sketch cover. It's apparently Spider-Man #1. I guess they're revamping it, not revamping, but relaunching it. Just the regular Spider-Man title. I don't think this has to do with the Amazing Spider-Man at all. But going in first with a red pencil, laying it out, and then I'll, real quickly, then I'll go into the inks. But I actually did read this one. It took me a while, but I read it. I did a little reading. I haven't read a comic in a while. Even the CG titles or indie titles, I haven't. Just been busy working on stuff, and it takes me a while longer to read things. So I kind of put that on the flip side. I do flip through things to look at the artwork, and I will say this: the artwork is, it looks like a comic book. It has comic book artwork in it. It's competently drawn. Colors are traditional, current day color styling, so that's fine. Worked out. I found it tough. Found it tough to get going though reading it. Maybe because of the way I'm reading it, I have to zoom in with a magnifying glass on my iPad, and I read it, that way. But it just started off like, I guess Spider-Man works for Norman Osborn, who's no longer the Goblin, but they also tell you, they have to be like, he's like, he calls Spider-Man, or he calls Peter, and hey, I need you to get a truck for me that's been hijacked of my stuff, and he's like, oh, how do you know where I am, Norman? And he's like, well, because not hard to track. He's like, I thought you weren't gonna bug my suit, which is a robot suit apparently, and it's got like these glowy things in the forearm. I don't even know what they're for. Like I said, I haven't read it in a while. But he's like, how do you know where I am? I thought you weren't gonna bug my suit. He's like, well, I didn't. You oversleep. You go to work in the same patterns. It's not hard to track you. And he's like, I am a genius after all. It's like, you don't need to really reiterate that Norman Osborn is a genius. He is a genius just by saying that you can tell he's smart by predicting Peter's patterns. And I guess he designed the Spider-Man suit that Peter's now wearing. So whatever. But and then so he gets the truck. The dialogue is stupid when he's bantering with the criminals, and one of them is like, hey, it's it's Spider-Man, and he's like, oh, you said my name wrong. There's a hyphen there, and he's like singing the Spider-Man theme song, but with hyphen. He's like, starts it off with hyphen man, and then he's like, there's a hyphen there. It combines two words. He does it with a beat. He's like, it's two words. Hyphen spelled with Spider-Man or something. It's dumb. It's dumb. I don't know why they did that. It's like, nope. Why? So people can spell it right? I don't know. Stupid. I spell Spider-Man. I say Spider-Man. I don't say Spider-Man. I don't pause. It's dumb. Whatever. And then all of a sudden they flash to this other universe. So of course there's another universe, another Earth, and they go into that story. And then next thing you know it, this Moreland dude comes in. Now, if you never read the other Spider-Verse stuff, you wouldn't know who this Moreland guy was. They kind of have to establish that Norman Osborn is a genius, but they don't really go into who the Moreland dude was. So if you never read Spider-Man before, you wouldn't know who Moreland was. They kind of talk about it a little bit in there, but it's like at first you're like, what? Who is this dude? And then the Silk comes in. So once again, it's a Spider-Man #1. To me, if you're doing Spider-Man #1, you're relaunching it. Kind of treat it like a new issue, a new comic. I can understand not having to explain who Spider-Man is or Green Goblin, all that stuff. They're pretty well established, but not everybody knows who Silk is. If you're new to this, like first time buying a comic book, everybody knows from the movies or whoever Spider-Man is and all these other people. So it's just, you should explain maybe a little, not explain, but you're throwing in Silk. Okay, I didn't even know it was Miles Morales. Apparently he has a new suit, and it is terrible. It is terrible. I love that Miles suit that he had before, the black and the red. This thing's like all red almost. The eyes are even like red, but it's like kind of off red in parts. It looks dumb. It looks so stupid. I had no idea who he was until he's like, oh, Miles. I'm like, okay. So they ruined a very great design, very cool design, and just made him like all red. He looks like I thought like, is that Daredevil? I thought that's what I thought at first. But yeah, then Miles comes in, and then there's helping him fight Moreland, and then Spider Woman comes in to help out, and because he's getting his butt kicked by this Moreland dude, because Moreland I guess feeds off of spider people. But so I'm like, they even make a comment. Oh, is this another Spider-Verse tale? Yeah, spoiler alert, it is. Okay, you're rehashing not even an old idea. You're rehashing a new old idea. Like you already told the story of the Spider-Verses and people draining spiders of their powers or trying to destroy all the Spider-Men of the power. Which, by the way, dumb. It's stupid. It's Peter Parker Spider-Man. Well, this is just Spider-Man, but it's Peter Parker Spider-Man. Have Spider-Man do stuff. Like, why do you need to bring in all these other supporting spider characters to help out with a Spider-Man title? It's ridiculous. You come up with a new concept or something, and he doesn't have to rob banks necessarily, but he also doesn't have to stop a life-altering event. And like, look at McFarlane's run in Spider-Man because this is a relaunch of that. So he initially started with Torment, with the Lizard and Calypso. Cool, awesome. That's just they were going after Spider-Man. It's not like they were going after Spider-Man to drain his essence to become super powerful to take down multiverse Spider-Men that are out there. I just wanted to kill Spider-Man. Like, that was it. That's all they wanted to do. And I'm not saying to copy that, but you can make a simple story engaging and fun. And obviously this is going to be a story arc because it ended on with even the Spider-Man Noir came in, and if you want to read it, I'm not going to say much more, but it ended on a cliffhanger, obviously. So they're going to tie together this. There's a new villain. I can't even remember her name. She looked kind of cool though. It kind of looked like Venom, but mixed with Darkseid in a way. It was, I don't know, it was weird, kind of cool. It looked like a chick, yeah. But kudos to them on that. Usually they draw them not so chick-like, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I only got it because it's a sketch cover. They give me at my LCS. They pull the sketch covers for me. Oh, my head is getting in the shots here. That's okay, whatever. But at my LCS, they are. Actually, I haven't sped it up yet. Anyway, I'm not editing this. They pull the sketch covers for me, and so I got a bunch of Spider-Man sketch covers. I got like 3 more of these. I have 2 Joker ones now. But they gave me one. I bought another one at another comic shop. So, yeah, I don't recommend this. It was boring. It was stupid. The writing wasn't good. The artwork it's there. It's good. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna bash it. It was fine. I didn't really hate it. It looked like regular comic book artwork to me, which is an industry norm. They want things to be cohesive and fine. People know that I do tend to like the more stylized stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't go over what I'm doing in inking here or whatever, and I haven't sped it up yet, so this isn't going to match up, but I'm using a Hunt 102 Crow Quill, and then also the Dr. P.H. Martin's Black Star ink. So that's what I use to ink the Spider-Man sketch cover. It did take it fine. Usually the sketch covers haven't been doing so, but I was very happy to see that this was able to hold against my scratching and not tear it up too badly. I did end up doing this over the course of a few hours, really, because it actually wasn't like I stopped recording, started recording, stopped recording, start recording, because we were doing things, so I had to bounce around. But yeah, I had fun doing it though. I mean, I planned it out and I kind of went off pattern, and I kind of got the back half of it was it still looks okay. Front half is what mattered. So, but yeah, don't recommend this Spider-Man book. If you want to go check it out, fine. Pick up the sketch cover at your local comic shop. Maybe you could do one something, give it a read. And yeah, sorry if my head ever gets in the way of these shots. I try to avoid it, but I have to get pretty close to see stuff. So that's my rundown on this. I actually read a comic, everybody. I did a review. Look at that. Go Jason. So yeah, if you like what you see, hit the buttons, the bells. Also, everybody go check out Frog G. Frog G is currently on Indiegogo. Link will be in the description below. That's my comic, Ink Spots, and Frog G himself. So I'm the illustrator, Inkspots is the colorist. So we have our own book, and I think it's better than the Spider-Man story. So yeah, check it out. Link will be in the description below. Have a great day. I didn't hit the button. I thought I hit the button. Didn't hit the button.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Love.